Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this Killer Sudoku on my iPad. I'll go through the rules of Sudoku, how Killer Sudoku cages work, and then we'll get into the puzzle. Alright, there are 9 rows, 9 columns, and 9 boxes. In each of the rows, columns, and boxes, we need the unique numbers 1 through 9. Then there's the cages. So in the cage, there'll be a number in the top left-hand corner. That's what the cage has to add up to. So you can see with this 14, there's 4 cells that make up that cage, and they have to add up to 14. Now the rules are that in the cage, the numbers cannot be the same. That's pretty much the puzzle, or so are the rules. The only thing I will add to that is that it's not a rule per se, but I find it helpful. 1 through 9 adds up to 45. And we'll see if that makes a difference. In fact, it does in this one here. So what I'm saying to you in terms of this is, you can see there's a full cage here, a full cage here, and a full cage here. Then there's this one cell. So if I add up 11 plus 17, which is 18, plus 18 is 36. How much is 36 short of 45? It's 9. So that number there is going to be a 9. Alright, so that's why the 1 to 9 added together to 45 makes such a difference for this puzzle. Anyway, we'll keep going. So a single number 8 there. Right, so we can see that's 9, 10. So what we can see here is 14, 22, 33. This is going to be 12. So this number and this number is going to be the same, which means that that cannot be an 8. So this is going to be a 7 and 5 here, because that's got to be a 7 or 5, and that's got to be a 7 or 5. Alright, so if that's 7 and 5, that has to be 9 and 2, which will make that 1, 3, 4, and 6. 1, 3, 4, and 6, and that's right. Okay. So 7 and 5 there, that'll make this 2 and 6, so that means that can't be a 9, that can be a 9 with a 1. So 9 can't be here, 9 can't be, is 5 and 7, 9 is here, which means 9 has got to be here, so 9 can be there or there. 2 and 6, 7 and 5, so if that's 2 and 6, 2 and 6, sorry, 2's there, so 6 has got to be here, so that means that can't be 6, 7, 8. 14 plus 11 is 25, 46, 55, so these two numbers here add up to 10, because 55 above 45 is 10. I'm saying a lot, but not achieving much. Okay. So 9 and 2. So 2. Okay. 2, 11. And 11. So 33 there. So these three are going to add up to 12. Because 11 plus 11 plus 11 is 33, that means 12 gets me to 45, but not a huge amount of help. Five and 7, 2 and 9. So 10, 21, 29, that's going to be 16. 10 plus 12 plus 12 is 32, so these are going to be 13. 2 and 6. So 2 is going to be one of these two, which means that they're going to either be 3 and 4, 6 and 1. Yeah, okay. I'd like to have a bit more of a start than this. 24 from 9 is 15. 11, 23, 38. 11, 23 plus 30 is 53, so that's 8. Come on, where are you? 12 plus 13 is 25, 40. So this can be 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. So 9 is either here or here. So 5, 7, 2, 6. So 2, 6 means that can't be 2, 9, can't be 6, 5. That can't be 5, so 5's up here. So 5, 7. No guarantees it has to be a 7, does there? So 7 can be, 5 can be there. So 2 and 9. Okay. So 1 is one of these, and that'll leave me the other 11. 12, 13, 14, so that's 39. So this is 1, 2 and 3. Which means if that's 1, 2 and 3, that can be a 9, that can't be a 9, and then that can be a 9. So 9, 5, 8, 6. So 1, 2, 3 means that can't be a 9. 9 could be here with a 4, or 9 could be here with a 5. 10, 17, 26, 47, 54, 65, 76, 4, 1 and 3. I don't agree with that. What have I done wrong? So 10, 19, 26, 47, 54, 65, 76, 1 and 3. But I'm saying that's 1, 2, 3. That can't be right. What am I missing? So there's nothing that crosses the border there. There's nothing crosses the border. So 11 plus 21 is 32, 43, 50, 60, 69, 76. So 76, so that's 14. So that can be 5 or 6 there, 8 or 9 there, which is correct because that means that the 1 has to be here. So this is either 3 or 2. So 14, 5 or 6. So 12, 13 and 15 is, so this is 3 or 2, because it's 2 of that. So this is 3 or 2, which means the 1 has to be in one of these, which means, okay, if that's a 3, that cannot be a 1, so 1 could be in there. Okay, so going to be there, so 9's one of these. 9 can be there, 9 cannot be there, 9 can be there. Can't see this one. Like, what am I in? I'm 11 minutes in, I've got 2 numbers. Got a lot of theories, but I haven't got anything. So 5, 7, 2, 6. So 1. So 9's there. 7, 5. If that's 7, 5, that has to be a 6. That's a 2. I mean, this has to be an 8. 1 and 3 there, that means there's a 2 there. Okay. So, 24 minus 11's 13. Yep. 13 plus 15 is 28 plus 6 is 34. 46, 57, 68, 70 plus 13, 83. So that's 7. That means that's a 3, which I should have known because I told you that was a 5 before. Alright, so what that means is 9 can't be there, 9 can't be there, 9 can't be there. So this is 9 and 1. Because I believe that's a 9 there, this is going to be a 1, and this will be a 9. Because this is still 2 and 9 there. Okay. So 5 and 7 means this is 2 and 6. 2 can't be there, so this is a 2, leaving this to be a 6. Right, so 8 is going to be here somewhere. 8. Well, that can't be, well, it can be 8, 5 and 3. Okay. So we have a 5 and 7, or a 4 and 8, 5 and 7. So 1, 3, 6, 7, 2. So 2 can be 2, 6. So 10, 19, 25, 32, 13 there. So it can't be a 7 there. So it can be 8 and 5 or 9 and 4. Up in the driver's seat, here I am, but I'm not doing anything. So 7 and 5, 7 and 4, 1, 3, 8, 5. So that cannot be 8, 5 because that would have to be there. So that's not 8, 5. Alright, that's clear. Nine, 5, 9, 5, 1, 3. So 1 is going to be here. 6 can't be above there, so 6 is going to be one of these here, 6 and 7. 19, 25, 32, so 13 there. So it can be 2 and 5, 3 and 4. 1 is going to be in this here. Two and 9. So this is going to be 1. If that's 2 and 9, that can only be 1 and 2 there, 8 and 7. 1, 2, 8, 7. 1, 2, 8, 7, 5 and 6. 3 and 4. So 5 and 6 here. 3 and 4 there. Which would mean that would have to be... so if this is 3, 4, 1, which is the numbers that I need in here, that has to be a 6. Okay. So because if this is 1 and 2 in here, because I'm saying 2 and 9 there, 2 and 5, so 1 and 2 has to be in here. That cannot be a 6. That cannot be a 6, so 6 is here, leaving this to be a 5. Alright, wacko. So 6 is there, 6 is there, 6 is there. 5 can be here, here, or here. This has become 3 and 4. So 5 is up the top. 7 and 4 still works. 2 and 9. So 2 and 9, 5 and 7, 1, 3, 4. So 3 can be there. No, 3 can't be there. 3 can't be there. 3 can't be there. So 3 is in the top row. 1 and 4 is the other number. So 8 is one of these two. 7 can be anywhere. 8, one of those. It could be 8, 1 and 3. Okay. 15, 7, 10, 9. 1, 2, 9, 9, 9, 2. 1, 4, 5. No. 1, 3, 4. 8 can't be there, 9 can't be there. So this could be a 4 and 7, or an 6 and 5. So 9, 21, 30. So 10 is there. So it's not going to be 2 and 8. So that means 3 can't be there. 3's still there. 3, 6. 8 can be here, here, and here. 2, 6. So this can be 1 and 9, or 3 and 7. This can be 8 or 5, or 6 and 7. 7, 2 and 5, 1 and 6. 9 and 6. 1, 3. So 8 and 3 can be there. So make sure 8's there. Okay, so I'm going to put this to you. So if that's a 5, that's a 7, 8 and 1, can't be. So 8 and 3 must be one of these two. 8 must be there, there's 3, so that's got to be a 3 there. Alright, 1 and 4 now. So 3 is here, 8 is here, 7, 4, 5. So to me, is it 7, 4, 5, 5, so 5 or 7. If that's a 7 there, that has to be an 8, which would be 4 and 5. 7, 4 and 5, 5 and 7. So that all works with 8 and 3 there. So 1 and 2 there. 1 and 4, 2 and 9, 5 and 7. So 4 and 6 works. 1 and 9 works. 1 and 9 does not work, so that's got to be a 4. This is a 6. This has got to be a 5, and this is a 1. So this is 2 and 7 over here, which means this is 3 and 4. 4 can't be there, so that's a 4 there, leaving this to be a 3. 3, 4, 6, 1. So this is 2 and 5 here, because the 6 and 1's out. 2 can't be there, so that's a 5, leaving this to be the 2. Alright, 11, 21, 28, 37. 37, that's an 8. So 4 and 9 are up here. 2 and 7, 1 and 9. 4 and 9, 1, 3, 7. So I've got 7 there, so that's got to be the 7. Alright, so 1 comes across here, can't be there, so that's a 1, leaving this to be a 9. To finish off this column row, it's got to be a 9, leaving this to be a 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. So 1 is here, 2 is here, 8 is here, so 7's here. That means that can't be a 7, so that's going to be the 7 there, leaving this to be the 5. This has to be the 5, because I told you that it added up to that. 1 and 3 here, 9 and 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 7 there. Just don't know which. Okay. So 1 and 3 there. 1 and 3 there. 7 and 5. 4 and 6. So 9 can be here, and that would have to be 1 and 6, because that has to, no, it has to be 1 and 5, or 2 and 4, so that cannot be a 9. So 9 is one of these two. 4 can't be there, so that's a 4, leaving this to be a 9. Okay. So down here is going to be 4 and 8, 5 and 7. 5 can't be there, so that's got to be the 5, leaving this to be the 7. And we have 4 and 8 here. Alright, which means this is 9 and 5, so 9's got to be there because of this. 9 there adds up to 5, which leaves 6 and 7 here. Can't do anything about that. 1 and 3. So 6 and 7. So 1 is going to be here because it can't be there. So 1, 8 and 6. Don't know, but 6 comes down here. This could be 5 and 2 because 5 can't be there. I need a 5 in this column and 5 can't be in that row. So that's 5 and 2 there. 8 and 6. So I've still got 7 and 2 there. And I'm saying that to get to there it's got to be 2 and 5. So that's a 2, leaving this to be a 7. Okay. So 7, 8 doesn't work, so this is 9 and 6, 9's there, so this is a 9, leaving this to be a 6. 2 and 5 there, leaves 3 and 8. Can't be 3 and 8, so this is 4 and 7. 4 can't be there, so this is a 4, leaving this to be a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting, because that's going to be 1 and 3 there. I need a 1, but it can't be there because that would add up to 1 and 10. So that's a 1, leaving this to be a 3. 2 and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 8. Alright, so that helps me here because 8 can't be there, 8 can't be there. So that's an 8 there, leaving this to be a 4. 6 and 7 there. 1 and 3 there. So we still don't really know whether that's a 2 or not. 5 comes down here, 5 comes down here, so that's a 5 there, leaving this to be the 1. Alright, so 1 comes up here, 1 comes across here, so that's a 1 there, leaving this to be the 3. 1 comes across here, so that's a 1, leaving this to be a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't tell you where the 6, 7 is. What I can tell you is if that's a 6, that'd have to be a 5. So that's a 6 there. No, it's not. The 6 is there. So just ignore all of that. So 3 can't be here. So 3 can only be there, leaving this to be the 8. Alright, so now this has become 7 and 4. Because this is still 3 and 4, this has to be a 7, leaving this to be the 4. 3 comes across here, so that's a 3, leaving this to be a 4 here. Okay, so 8 comes down here, 8 comes across here, so that's an 8 there. I need a 1 in this column, so that's a 1 there. So now I need 2 and 7, don't know. But 2 comes down here, it can't be in that one, so 2 comes down here, so this is a 2, 8, 6, so this is 9 and 4. 4 can't be there, so this is going to be a 4, leaving this to be a 9. 5 can't be there, so that's a 5, leaving this to be a 2. 2 comes across here, so that's a 2 there, leaving this to be a 7. 7 comes down here, so that's a 7 there, that's 18, so that must be a 6. Alright, 7 and 6 here, so 7 comes across here, 7 and 6. 6 comes across here, 6 comes across here, so that's 6 there, that adds up to 7. To get to 15 I need an 8. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 can't be there, so that's a 4. That's 12. To get to 21 I need a 9. Alright, as you can see I had nothing, basically nothing at the 12-minute mark, and we solved that in 28 minutes, so not great, but you know, I understand that some of these puzzles are frustrating for you to watch, they're frustrating for me to do, but I do want to point out that they're all doable. It's just persistence. Anyway, thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye for now.